Hello, today we are going to study another problem where we will find percentages. In the previous lesson, we talked about the fact that there is another type of problem in which we need to find percentages. That is, we need to find percentages in the answer. What are these problems? How are they solved? I was talking about the fact that the most universal way of solving problems on percentages is the method of proportion, but in this case you need to understand what value should be taken as 100%. Let's analyze one more problem with you. So, the original price was $250. I'm going to record this as the old price. So I'm going to write down the original price. The cost was $250. Then that price went down to $180. Question: how much percent did the cost of the product change? That is, I am writing by how much percent did our cost change. There may be an additional question to that question. That is, what happened to the interest? Did it increase or did that interest decrease? Of course, paying attention to the conditions of this problem, that is, the old price of $250 and the new price is $180. It's clear that it was a decrease. But we need to find by how much percent. So remembering our method of proportion, we can easily solve this problem. So, the most important thing is to understand what we're going to take as 100%, because that's what determines whether you solve the problem correctly or not. Let's remember that the original price is 100%. We were told that there was a price and then it went down. By how many percent did that price go down? Let's do the math. So if the original price was $250, I write down 250, that's 100%. And now I've got 180. I don't know how much is 180%. Now notice I put the cost in one column, the percentages in the other column. And only then did I check to see if I wrote it down correctly, because that's going to determine whether we're doing this proportion correctly or using our rule of proportion. Let's use the rule of proportion and write it down. We denote the unknown question by x. So 250 times x equals 100% times 180. Please note that I'm writing units, because that way I can check myself to see if I'm right or wrong. From this expression, we can find x. To do this, we multiply 100% by 180 and divide by 250. Our units are reduced and only the percent remains, and we need to find the percent. So we reason correctly and solve correctly. All that's left is to count. We do the math. 100 and 250 can be divided by 50, and it turns out that 150 times 50 is 2, and 250 times 50 is 5, so that's 2. I write down what I have left as 1. 2 times 180 divided by 5, and 1 divided by 5 is 1, and 108 times 5 is 36, and 2 times 36 is 72, and notice we have percentages left. So we can write in the answer that the new value is 72%. But we always come back to our question. The question said how many percent the cost changed by. The cost was 100% and it became 72%. How much has it changed? That's easy to calculate. 100% minus 72% is 28%. So the value has changed by 28%. It has decreased by 28%. Using this method, you will always be able to solve the problem correctly. At the next lesson, we will consider some more interesting problems. That's all for today. Goodbye. See you again.